Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And getting the start for Arizona, Zach Gallen. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And we're underway here in the home opener. The 0-1. Towards first, Santana. The tag, and he's out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now at the plate, Wyatt Langford. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here's Corey Seager to hit. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then, now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Next up for Texas, Shea Langoliers. Golden opportunity right here. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Rangers looking to strike first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. In there safely.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Batting 6th, first baseman Jake
So up
Burger.
next, Jake Burger.
0-1.
Langoliers off of first with 2 away.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
In the air to left center, and that is that. Back here at Chase Field, and on the mound for Texas in this one, Jacob deGrom. Chris, how about a scouting report?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
There you go. Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Nope, he held back. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Inside just missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And now it's filled up.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Young in position, takes it in for the out. Here's Byron Buxton. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Perdomo jumps out of the way of ball 1. Quick toss to first. Buxton back in there. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Here comes Buxton flying around third. And now they trail by 1.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
In the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Runner at second here. 1 gone.
Nope. Outside.
Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that ends the inning. Back here in the desert, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Left field. And that's a fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Josh Young. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Broken bat, rolling to first. Santana takes it himself. 1 out in the second. Up next for the Rangers, Mason Wynn. Line drive, base hit. In to score from third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Langford in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Next offering is foul back. High fly ball right field. And that's the third out. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
This one in the air, right field. Oh, he can't bring it in. And he's into second with nobody out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Nolan Arenado. A little bit low. Ball one.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same-side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one away. So now, with one away and a man at second, Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball one.
Outside with a breaking ball. Base hit! Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
The 0-1. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. 2 on, 1 out. In the air, right field. Nimmo should have this one. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And now they trail by 1. Here's Corbin Carroll now, the former first-round pick back in 2019 by the Diamondbacks. The kid from Seattle that grew up getting to watch Ichiro play. Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ripped to short. Out number 3. Back here at Chase Field, new inning getting started. Corey Seager stepping in for the Rangers. Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Rangers, the
Here is
hitter,
Jock Peterson. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
That's a ball. Ball. Down.
Man at first, 1 away. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton sprinting after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So digging in, Jake Berger. Fly to center his first time. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. And that skips in the dirt. Langoliers leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Just
Yep,
misses
that
the
ball went
mark outside the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third. Byron Buxton stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
What do you
Check
got?
swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Got him looking.
Up next for the
And now the
Diamondbacks,
shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul ball there. And a curve misses outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
On a line out towards center. And there's a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and
Nope,
so could
that's a
every
ball.
hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The next
That's
offering
ball
misses. 3-1 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And he swings through that one. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Moreno in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 1 out. And that one missing low. That
That's a
misses. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that'll
That's
load
ball
the
4.
bases.
Take the base.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Santana in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. He nails one out to right. 1 down. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
Ball 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's
What
going
do
to
you
be
got?
hard for him to recover in the next one.
Didn't go. 2-2. On the ground. Fires across the diamond. That's out number 2.
Up
2
next
outs,
for
base
the
is empty.
Diamondbacks,
Ildemaro Vargas
designated hitter,
stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ildemaro Vargas.
And first offering is fouled off.
That's out.
Line drive. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. On to the fourth, digging in, Evan Carter. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2.
Ball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Here's a 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers.
Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one out to right. Carroll under it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Left field. Lourdes
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Chris Martin.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Ball.
Bounce to the left side. Seager fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for
Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
Nope.
Check swing, and he went. And the count now even up. Now one miss.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Struck him out looking. 2 down, bases empty. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 down, nobody on.
Did he go?
Buxton started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. And a swing and a miss. Back here at Chase Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 up, 1 down. And now Wyatt Langford, 1 for 2. Started after it, appeal to first, and he held up.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
This one in the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Here comes Corey Seager. High fly ball, right field. Carroll moving under this one. And that is that. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ripped, but it curls foul.
You know, these D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
That one to first. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
1 down. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center field. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two on, 1 out. High fly ball out to center field. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Now a relay to the plate. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Here's Nolan Arenado. Ground ball left side. Young tosses to first. That ends the inning. And they limit. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Shea Langoliers.
Really nice swing in his last at bat.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Taylor Clark.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Missed with a changeup, ball 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Buxton sprinting after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's Jock Peterson.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 2nd out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Ball 1.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defender.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. The 2-run shot. So 2 down. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Young. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. Here comes the throw. But he's in there easily.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Texas comes up big with the grand slam. It's now 7-5. Bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off,
Now pitching for Texas.
on the mound now,
Number
Jalen
68,
Beeks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the 0-1.
Ball.
That one lifted to left. Langford under it. And there's 1 down. Here's Gurriel.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carter on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Puts a bunt down. And
That
it
ball's
goes
foul.
just foul. Two down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball, that's low.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the.
Now pitching for Texas.
Jacob Junis gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the best.
Run around the move. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. This is smacked left field line. Should be extra bases. The run scores from second, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Next
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just
That's it.
off the
Ball 2.
inside edge. Upstairs.
Nope, upstairs.
And now 3-1. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Chase Field, we go to the top of the seventh. Griffin Jacks on the pitch here.
22, Griffin Jacks.
0-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground.
Foul.
And that's just foul. 1-2 now. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Now he turns and heads for second. Here's the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2
Up
strikes,
next
but
for the
found a way.
Rangers,
Just a
left
great
fielder,
approach.
Wyatt
Looked like
Langford.
that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Man at second. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Jacks.
Nope, outside.
He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next
So
for
now
the Rangers,
with one away and a man at
Corey
second.
Seager.
Next up for Texas, Corey Seager. 1 for 3. Pitch out, but no action.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and
Up
second
next
with
for the
1 gone.
Rangers, catcher
So here's the
Shea
cleanup hitter,
Langeliers.
Shea Langeliers. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball.
3.
Called out on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
The designated
Jack
hitter,
Peterson stands in. A little bit
No,
low.
that's low.
Ball 1. The Diamondbacks trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is the ball game. Gallen with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.